Are more free-to-play games right around the corner on Stadia? It's starting to look like it. Let's get into it.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Or I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another episode of the Stadia Dosage. Do me a huge favor before we get into this one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all of y'all straight up because y'all know the slogan. I am not too proud to ask. Let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to say big ups to the homie Charles Aran. I forgot his Stadia handle. I mean, not his Stadia handle. I forgot his Stadia handle and his Twitter handle. But he blessed us with this information while we were filming or streaming the Stadia Stream Connect podcast live on air. And what this information that you see on your screen is Rainbow Six Siege is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Google Stadia. Ubisoft Montreal announces that Rainbow Six Siege will be coming to Google Stadia as well as the next generation consoles. Now, the reason why this is prevalent, and I'm going to read this article, we'll get deeper into why this, is a big deal. But the reason why this is a big deal is because free-to-play is like one of the biggest draws closing out this current generation going into the next. We got your Fortnites, you got your Apexes, and now you got your Call of Duty War Zones, and they're just ripping up the spot. And the only thing that we have on Stadia is Destiny 2. And even though that still has a lot of popularity, it's not hitting home with the fan base on Stadia, right? And we've seen it in the past where certain publications and certain puke pundits tried to use the dropping enthusiasm of Destiny 2 on Stadia as a gauge to look at the platform altogether. And I'm not trying to say that the platform is huge. No, it's still kind of niche, because it's still in this early access phase. But it is growing in anticipation. People are getting more interested. Its true colors are starting to shine. And to use Destiny 2 kind of as a gauge is kind of like a farce. People want games that hit home more with them, and Destiny 2, even though it got a huge fan base, it's one of those games that don't hit home for everybody, right? So the question has always been, when are more games coming that are free to play? Are they going to come? Is Google's 30% take on DLC, is it too aggressive and all that stuff, right? Well, let's get into it. First, let's read the major portions of the article. It says Rainbow Six Siege will be coming to Google Stadia as well as PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X when both launch later this year. Rainbow Six Siege has just entered its 5th year and the title is still growing very strong. Let's see here. Well, let's do this because we want to find everything about Stadia. We don't care about nothing else, right? Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we're just doing some wizardry here. All right. So it says during the game's World Championship Finals, Ubisoft Montreal revealed that Rainbow Six Siege will release on Stadia, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. More than that, though, the company has stated there will be cross-platform between the current and next-gen consoles. Currently, there is no word on when exactly the next-gen version of Siege will launch, as the consoles don't have release dates yet. Ubisoft Montreal has stated that it plans to have the game available at launch. Do we have anything else on Stadia? No, we don't. And I was kind of disappointed in that because I remember reading that video live, this article, live on air, and they really didn't elaborate. And look, I've said what I said before, and I'm gonna stick to it. I've said what I said before about Ubisoft and their partnership with Google. Is Google innocent in all this? No. But as a supporter of the platform, as one that probably has more unprecedented access to the platform more than any other big publisher at this moment, I'm not digging the support all the way right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the games are great. They're just inherently great games because I love Ubisoft products. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see some more information coming from them on this front. With that being said, this is not doom and gloom day. Let's not do that, MM2K. We're talking about free to play on the platform. Now, why is all this information, even though there's not a lot prevalent, important? Well, see, there's talks that Rainbow Six Siege is going to become free to play this year. And that's a big deal. And if Rainbow Six Siege becomes free to play this year, then that opens the door for not only Destiny to be on the platform free to play, but this to be free to play as well. And it also coincides with something else. As reported by 9to5 Google, Stadia 2.10 APK preps for wireless Stadia controller for Android and Pro-only games. Now, not saying that it's wireless controller for Android and Pro-only games. No, it's wireless controller support for Android and it's prepping for Pro-only games. Now, what are Pro-only games, as they indicate here? With a brief exception to Destiny 2, which just recently became available for Stadia base members to purchase, every game that has released for Stadia has been available for purchase by those without a Stadia Pro subscription. It appears that this may be changing according to a new string added in the 2.10 APK. Subscription perk offering access to free Pro games or Pro-only games, max 2 lines. Access all Stadia Pro games. So what that reads like to me and to everybody else that has looked into this in depth is that Stadia is planning to grant access to free to play games via its Pro tier. Now, a lot of people may gawk at that, but it makes sense. Look, hear me out. This is a cloud-based service. Server capacity is a must in order to do this right. We've seen where GFN is doing something a little peculiar, and it may not be the best way, where they're giving you 6-hour game sessions or 1-hour game sessions. I think Stadia is taking a better approach where they're saying, sign up, first come, first serve. As you show interest, come on, come one, come all. However, these free-to-play games, anybody would want to sign up and hop on, right? And it could burn server capacity. So to make sure they don't burn server capacity, they're ensuring that the Pro members are on there. And as they see more people want to get access, you know what I'm saying, to these games, they're going to increase the they're going to increase the server base, you know what I'm saying? And the Pro membership acts as a reasonable gauge to see who's all interested before they invest in increase the server blades. It makes perfect sense to me. If you just open the floodgates to anybody to try to be able to play these games, it could be disastrous. And we don't want a scenario to where people have game sessions. So ultimately, I think that is a great thing. Also, on top of that, again, I know this isn't synonymous with this. We've been here before, but Activision has talked cordially about the relationship that they have with Google, and that cordial talk leads a lot of us to believe that Call of Duty may be coming to the platform. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Apex Legends out there. We know EA at some point in time has to drop FIFA on Stadia because that's part of their contract as holding the FIFA platform. You know what I'm saying? Holding the FIFA franchise. So that might open the door for Apex Legends. There's a lot of possibilities out here. We also got Defiance out here. I would love to see Defiance come to the platform. That's another game that would be great on Google Stadia. You know what I'm saying? But with all that being said, the future's looking bright. I don't see where they would be creating pro-only games, aka the avenue to get access to free-to-play games, unless they had a slot of, or they had a number of them coming to the platform, or talks were already in the works. So this is a big deal for my Stadia brethren, and I hope we understand how big of a deal this is, because if we can get to Apex Legends, the Call of Duties, I doubt the Fortnites, because Tim Swindle, aka Tim Sweeney, I don't know about Mr. Swindle, but if we can get them games on the platform, that'll do all more great stuff for this ecosystem to flourish. And with that said, that's it from your boy M2K. Let me know what you think about what I had to say in the comment section below, because like I always say, I'm curious what I think. But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, here the Stadia Dosage. And with that said, you all have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.